Hello, this is Dr. Jeff, and welcome to part one of the blueprint. In this blueprint, you're going to learn how to gain the attention, love, and respect of your kids and rekindle the romance in your relationship at the same time. And we promise you're going to have a great time doing it. Is the blueprint important to you? The statistics about divorce, broken homes, the decline in family values, school dropout rates, teenage addiction, teenage crime, stress-related illnesses, anxiety, depression, these statistics are in the toilet. The blueprint will teach you the 5 pillars of building the healthy, strong relationships you desire with your kids, with your spouse, how to bring back the romance, and at the same time we're going to teach you how to decrease the stress in your life and improve your health. Is the blueprint for you? If you're in a new relationship and you want to make it rock solid, or maybe you've been in a relationship for a while, you're at the 7-year itch, the excitement's worn off, you're going through the emotions, the blueprint is definitely for you. Perhaps you're a dad and you've spent your whole life working hard to be a good provider. Now your kids are teenagers and you have nothing in common. You can't communicate. They look at you like an alien with 2 heads. This blueprint is definitely for you. Maybe you're a mom and you're just looking for some simple ways to make your kids think you're awesome and their friends think you're a celebrity. Maybe you're not in a relationship at all, but you just want to feel more alive and have interesting stories to share. I'm going to go over the house rules quickly. This is not a quick fix type of program. If you expect to do nothing and get results, if you're not action oriented and able to make decisions, if you lack the ability to follow simple steps, then this blueprint is probably not for you. Now, I have to leave you a little confession, folks. I didn't know the blueprint 11 years ago. I'm a retired physician. I had multiple practices. When I started my professional career, I had a young wife and 4 children, and my main goal in life was to be successful as a doctor. And I worked hard at my career and I achieved a lot of levels of success. But I came to a point in my life when my marriage wasn't what it should be. My kids were teenagers and they were acting out. My life wasn't where I wanted to be at that point. Fortunately for me and my family, a friend of ours introduced us to the blueprint, and we've been using these principles for the last 10 years. Today I have grandchildren. I'm teaching my grandchildren from an early age the blueprint, so they'll be able to pass this down to their kids and their grandchildren. One of my heroes is Lou Holtz. Everybody's heard of Lou Holtz. He gives speeches around the country and he says everybody needs 4 things. We need something to do, someone to love, something to hope for, and something to believe in. That's what this blueprint is all about. It's about the most important things in your life, your relationships. Now, this blueprint's been taken advantage of by the wisest, the wealthiest for years, but today anyone can use this blueprint. So let's look at what you want to improve. Maybe it's your relationships. We're all in relationships. Some are good, some are bad, but they can all use improving, folks. Today in America, 6 out of 10 marriages fail and end in divorce. There's a country song that says if love was a plane, nobody'd get on. You know, if you were going to fly on an airline where 6 out of 10 planes fell out of the sky every day, nobody's going with that airline. This is a statistic we need to change. Family time in America, thanks to social media and the internet, we may be in the same house, we may even be in the same room, but we're not spending quality time together. And you got to understand that it's not just adults that are having problems. If you have kids, if you have teenagers, they're confused too. They're unsure. The future's unclear. Your kids are looking for a direction. They're looking for a plan. And guess who they're getting that plan from? You, their parents. And if they're not learning from you, their parents, then there's no telling where they're getting their answers from. Americans are stressed out. Our family, work, finances. What is this stress doing to us? Well, unfortunately, it's killing us, often way too early. According to the British Medical Journal, you have a 40% chance of dying prematurely if you live a highly stressful life. Stress makes us physically sick. The #1 cause of death in America is heart disease. It's stress related. Depression, anxiety, stress related. 69% of adults in America are obese. They're clinically obese. Not all of it's genetic. Some people eat food to reduce the stress in their lives. And there's many other common symptoms that people suffer from that are directly from stress. We need to change these statistics, people. Now, stress not only makes us physically sick and harms us physically, but stress makes our relationships sick. The 4 pillars are designed to help you gain the attention, love, and respect of your kids and rekindle the romance in your relationship. They also help you reduce the stress in your life. So let's look at the first pillar, breaking bread, eating together. Now you might be saying, Dr. Jeff, we know that eating together is important. We do it all the time, or every once in a while. All I would do is challenge you to look at what's going on in your life, look at what's going on in America. I guarantee if more families were doing this one simple thing, the statistics we looked at earlier would go down. Did you know that happy couples are more likely to cook and eat healthier meals together? You know, one of the things that makes couples happy is they spend time together. They're in the kitchen, they're planning what they're going to have. How do you want to do this, honey? How do you want to do that? Teenagers that eat at least 5 meals a week with their family are less likely to use drugs, alcohol, or smoke. Again, I would just look at what's going on in your own life and your own relationships. This is a simple way that you could help your kids, maybe keep them from going in the wrong direction. Now, another great thing is sharing meals outdoors. You know, when you're outside, you're synthesizing vitamin D, you're breathing fresh air, you're creating endorphins. It makes you healthier to be outside, and sharing food outside is a great way to build your relationships and make them stronger. Now, preparing meals and eating together is one of the best and easiest ways to create the relationships you want with your children, with your spouse, and the people that are important to you. But you have to have a plan. We know that most people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. So if you need some resources, if you need some help, if you've never planned a family meal in your life, I would suggest you start off with quickanddirtytips.com. Amanda Thomas, domestic CEO, she shares 4 simple, easy tricks she uses to plan her own family dinners. She's going to tell you that, you know, eating together is great and it builds the bonds you're relating to, but if you've never done it, it can be very intimidating to plan a family dinner. So cut down your stress, cut down your anxiety, go to this website and use her 4 easy suggestions. Eating meals together doesn't have to be hard. It can be very easy and it can be very fun, but this is a great place to start, quickanddirtytips.com. Now, if you have children, getting them involved with preparing meals, you know, on the surface it just seems like, what's the big deal, Doc? All we're going to do is cook some food. Well, there's a big deal. Your kids want to spend time with you. They want to share their life with you. They want to share experiences with you. If you're following a recipe with your kids, they're learning how to improve their reading skills. If you're following a recipe, they're learning how to do math. You know, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 1 cup of this, 1 cup of that. They're learning how to be conserve things and not waste things. They're learning how to organize. They're learning, how do you set a table? We need 5 plates. We need 5 forks. We need 5 glasses. It's so much more than just eating food. These are things that your kids will take with them forever, the time they spent with you in the kitchen. We've probably all seen the Food Network on cable TV. They have a fantastic website. On the Food Network website, they have a section called Family and Kids. Cook together, eat together, Food Network approved. They give you easy recipes for weeknight meals. They teach you how to cook with your kids, how to spend family time. I mean, folks, with the internet today, with all the free resources that are at your disposal, there's no reason not to implement this one easy thing into your life, which is cooking and sharing food together as a family. So I suggest go to the Food Network. Now some of you might be saying, Dr. Jeff, the heck with the kids, I'm looking to put the spice back in my relationship. Well, if that's you, here's the first thing you do. Plan a date night. Plan a date night in the kitchen. You know, lots of things can happen in the kitchen and a lot of things can get heated up in the kitchen, if you know what I mean. There's a website called Inspired Taste. They have a whole section to date night recipes. These are simple, easy, fun, delicious recipes that you can share with the person that's important to you and learn how to have some good times in the kitchen. They understand it's not all about the food. Sometimes it's okay to make a little bit of a mess in the kitchen, if you know what I mean. Cooking in Couples. What a great website. It tells you right here on the front, these are recipes for couples to cook together because 2 cooks are more fun than 1. They show you how to turn the routine daily task of making dinner into a relaxing and romantic bonding experience for 2. Folks, that's what the whole first pillar is about. It's not about just putting food in your mouth. It's about spending time together and creating the bonds, the relationships that you want. The first pillar to great relationships is eating together. If you need some additional resources, send us an email to admin@yourgetawayrewards.com and we can supply you with more. We hope part 1 of the blueprint gave you some ideas to start taking your relationships to the next level. If so, part 2 is really going to get you moving. The final video of the blueprint will show you the best way to put the 4 pillars into action. And if you do this, we guarantee you're going to gain the attention, love, and respect of your kids and rekindle the romance in your relationships at the same time, and you'll have a kick butt time doing it.